Okay, so here goes. Installment number 3. So these this budget is revenue driven, and I might point out that I know the economy in Tucson is not the greatest. However, we do produce value, and so if you just look at it from a macroscopic level, here you have this government entity for a population in a certain defined boundary providing services. And so you would pretty much by consent agree that optimally the services that government could provide to the city would be the best it could, providing the best kind of social services, sanitation, of course, water services, all of it, the infrastructure, the roads, everything, that you would provide it at the highest quality. Throw in good schools, well-defined school systems. And yet, here we have city staff, managers, feverishly working to reduce city to accommodate these falling revenues. And I say that this is actually, it's class driven. Anybody who looks at it on the face of it is that we have wealthy people here who don't care to support the population through taxation. And so it is they who give the city low marks. I guarantee you, somebody who's living down on Louisiana Street, if you ask them how they would feel about the El Pueblo Center being open for recreation 24/7, 365, with good staffing, how they would feel about getting that service, whether they would feel that it was too much government, well, I think you know what they would say. So it is they who do not use the city services who feel that the city provides too much largesse to the common people, who denigrate the city and its spending. See, and so we have staff here carrying out these wishes when we're still pretty much producing what we did in 2009. And so if there's really, it's a matter of whether what's being, the total amount that's being produced, how much of that is going to support the city. See, more of it, most likely, back in 2009, was going to support the city. So I want to be clear that I reject this movement, and to say that I am surprised that mayor and council either are not seeing this or who are totally on board with it, which I just frankly do not see how this is going to grow our city and especially address the poverty issue here. 25% poverty in a city. It's a real drag on the economy. We have to support that. We have to support those people who are in poverty, and we do a poor job of it. So, we spend more on police to enforce laws on the impoverished part of the city because they're poor and they don't do well. So I reject the revenue-driven city size slashing here. The other issue that took place during the meeting is one that I hope I will be reporting by a rather large report on I'm saying the IAPC examination of the performance of the Tucson Police Department. Okay. In that part of the meeting, there were two items that applied to that. The first was a letter that I had moved that we compose, addressed to Chief Magnus and the Tucson Police Department, thanking them for coming to meetings with us, for providing information, testimony, and that happened right up through last month, right up through October, that we had meetings with the police. So I better leave that as installment number 4